obviously you have come to comedy therapy where we're just depressed all the time and not just on special occasions. All right, are you guys ready for our last comic of the night? Are you guys ready for like some sexy library energy? Yeah. All right, give it up for Damaris.
Wow, she's right. This is really a short mic. I'm sorry. I'm almost a midget, so if it's short for me, it's really short.
Damaris, you like to be called little people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Little people. I'm a librarian, and I have been a librarian for quite a few years. And like all jobs, there are things that I really like and things that not so much. And the not so much thing that I like the least is meetings. Really, is there anyone here who thinks meetings are a good thing? I mean, really, most meetings could be an email. So I got a notebook, and the cover says, a list of meetings that could be emails. And I take it to every meeting I go to. So needless to say, I get a lot of side eyes. Although most of us think it's incredibly funny. But the thing I like most about my job is we get to go to conferences. And a few years ago, I got to go to Portland, which was really awesome. I had never been west of the Mississippi. But one of the things in Portland is the largest bookstore in the United States. Does anyone know what that is?
Powell's?
Powell's. It takes up a whole city block. So for the entire week, I was bullied to go to Powell's. And I kept telling all the other librarians, I don't collect books. I don't buy books. I work in a library. I can have any book I want at any time for free. But they kept telling me, oh, there's other things. They have other things. So finally I gave into pressure and I Ubered to Powell's. Well, come to find out they did have some really cool things, including an entire wall of funky socks, which I absolutely love. And my favorite pair says, bitch, I am relaxed. So in the Uber coming back to the hotel from Powell's, the Uber driver was like, what are you in town for? And I told him, I said, well, I'm here for the librarian conference. And he looks up in the mirror and says, you're the first sober librarian I've had in my car all week. Let me tell you, you get a group of librarians together and it's a party. The American Library Association has actually been banned from several hotels across the United States.
Yeah.
But my most recent conference, we got to go to Denver. And it's actually a director summit. And one of our vendors, Communico, always has this really nice dinner for us. And they always bring us the swag. So this year it was a coffee mug that had cocoa in it and coffee and tea and chocolates. So when I packed everything up, of course I came back with more than I took. So my carry-on, I expanded by 3 inches, so I had to check the bag. So I put this coffee mug in my backpack because I didn't want it to be broken. So as I'm standing in the line, the security line, the lady in front of me starts bitching because the only thing in her bin is her purse and her jacket. And I'm like, okay, well, number one, you do know all these people are working for free right now, right? So why are you bitching? And number two, she was wearing a whole shit ton of makeup. And I was like, okay, do you have lipstick in your purse? She was like, well, yeah. I'm like, well, that's why your bag got pulled to the side, because they want to make sure there's actually lipstick in the lipstick tube. Next thing I know, I look over, they have pulled my backpack. And I'm like, wait a minute, I have traveled a whole bunch, and I know what I'm not supposed to bring. So the TSA agent brings it, and he pulls out that coffee mug and pulls out the packet of cocoa, and he says, we have to check out this packet because it has powder in it. So he swabs it, puts it in their little machine, and it alarms for something that you're not supposed to have. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So then here comes the supervisor TSA agent. They proceed to take every single thing out of my backpack. And I'm standing there thinking, well, I'm glad I didn't pack my vibrator because that would be awkward. And everybody started staring. I was wearing my t-shirt that says, imagine being scared of books and pronouns. So they swab everything. My backpack then alarms in the machine. So now here comes Homeland Security. And I'm like, holy shit. And they've made me take off my shoes. And so a female TSA agent comes and she starts explaining to me that she has to pat me down. And not like, we're just gonna like kind of casually pat you down. We're gonna fill your bra. We're gonna go all the way up your leg to your groin. And she asked me, she said, well, do you want to go somewhere in private? I'm like, no, I don't care. So everyone who came through that started staring, I started saying, subversive librarian. I'm a subversive librarian, just so they would go away. So she finishes patting me down, and I looked at her and I said, this is the closest I have came to having sex in almost a year. Can I at least have your phone number? Hey. That's it for me. Thank you. I'm Damaris.
Woo!